Yes, yes. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll have the participants of the tournament of the exhibition in the call in a second, so they can talk about. Well, there's two of them. There goes Angel, and there also goes Ghosted.
Hello.
Hey, Angel, what's up? Hi.
Nothing much. How are you guys doing? There's some fun games I watched and played.
Yes. Thank you all. Where's Foxo?
Yeah, Foxov is a monster, man.
Like he's so.
He is a monster.
Yeah. I want to play him.
One of you, with the exception of Foxa42, is a filthy stand taker.
Got his ass. Oh,
Hi,
I'm gonna grab it right now.
Hi, Brandon.
Oh,
Can't
Fox
stand
is
tech
on
if you never
phone.
teched in your life.
It's true.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
He's here.
Yo,
Yeah, what's up?
Foxov.
He's on Discord phone. I wonder if he
Hello?
can figure out the
Can you hear
microphone.
me?
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
There he is.
Hey.
Yo.
What's up? Good job. You destroyed
shit.
us.
Thank you. That was fun.
You completely.
That was
took
fun,
it.
yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
I saw Angel when I saw in the in the Twitter chat when you were like that was FFA, that wasn't an Angel burst. I was like, yes.
I was very sad.
I called that, bro. I called that too.
It happens though, you know.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. Yeah, damn. That I couldn't get into the rhythm in our game, Fox. You were putting the lasers everywhere, and I was just not in a good space for dealing with them. Though I did think you were gonna play Wand, so I didn't practice any of my combos.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, question from me. Why Batista into Hilda?
So the thing is, I do think, like, I wanted to play Landrekia. I really considered it, but it just, and okay, this is definitely like maybe me just going into the lab and like seeing how things work and maybe not playing enough of it. But I feel like when I go into the lab and I just press buttons on Hilda in the corner and then try and do anything, like there's always an answer, like always she has something. So I feel like if I can't play the frame data game and I can't play the spacing game, because Landrekia does play the spacing game really well, like walk back 4CM, nice. But since you can't do that, it feels like, okay, cool. So if I do get the hit in neutral, I take Hilda all the way to the corner. Now, like, I really just hope that they die to basic offense, because like none of what I'm doing here is real. It's actually, it's like the matchup where what everybody was saying about Landrekia is actually true. Like, I feel like in most matchups it's not. In most matchups it's like, it's fine. No, he's fine. But in the Hilda matchup it's like, okay, I got all the way here and now what, you know? So yeah, I just figured with Batista, once I got offense rolling, it would be like a really, really good, like I could ride the momentum.
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of that, especially with the unnerf to B-drill at the beginning of clear. It might have been a lot more even because you can actually have a chance to block B-drill, but it's really difficult. But we got a question from chat, so
Which one was that?
it was, how has the attempts to nerf meter gain affected your characters? Fox, you want to start?
Well, so already, I actually think that it works fine for Batista because she is like already giving so much meter to the opponent. So there was always this sense, like especially in matchups like Merkava, where okay, I got a combo and I did my normal gem route and now they guaranteed have 100 meter, and that's no longer the case. So I actually feel like she's still gaining enough meter to do what she needs to do, but I actually feel like it's to her benefit that the opponent's not gaining as much meter as before. Like, in that sense, I feel like it's only helping her. I don't feel too hindered by that.
I see. Brandon, you want to take that next?
I don't really know this honestly, because like Linne, I really only use meter for meter dump, like enders. If I hit like red 200, I just do it for EX Kuga and I dump it. So I don't really notice it there. I guess I get less ECNs. I don't know, but yeah, I don't really notice it. I think it's better for me because Q with meter is more scary than like Lenny with meter. I feel
that makes sense. So you kind of feel the same way as Fox then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghostada, you want to take a stab?
I mean, Yuzu like never uses meter on anything other than VO strips and like combo enders anyway, so she always almost has meter. Like she never uses meter for anything else. And then Chaos is just also the same. Like the character builds a lot of meter, and you only use meter on VO strips and like super and like enders, like for
That's
damage.
chaos. I didn't
Like-
see that character play just now.
Shush. Well, I'll take it for Hilda now. At least for Hilda, it actually is pretty significant nerf because there are a lot of times where you would get a super before, but you won't get a super now. On the other hand, she just generally has a lot more meter than the other cast members now because of the way what do you call it? The way meter refund works, right? She still gets 50 meter, so since meter is more valuable and like rarer now, it's now worth more than it was before. But if you don't actually get to the breakpoint or get Vorpal, you tend to be really starved for meter a lot of the time, in my experience.
I didn't notice that. The matches that you were like the sets that you were going positive in, most of the time you were winning cycle way more often.
Yeah,
Yeah, you try to get cycle control that set, like those exhibitions. I feel like
yeah.
she knew when people were trying to back off, and she just charge grid in a cycle to win it. A lot of times.
Thank you.
Reminds me of something Spinach does. Spinach is his absolute first priority in any match he does is to try and get Vorpal for Carmine. He doesn't care about anything else. He'll eat the combo if he can get Vorpal afterwards.
That's definitely a way some people play.
I remember playing against Squish for the first time when he came up to Boston, and we did the whole Springfield Showdown first and then Boston Blue Beat. But I remember just being like dumbfounded at the decisions that Squish was willing to make to win Vorpal were like unreal. Like I had never seen anything like it. It was like Vorpal or die, or Vorpal and die, you know.
So I think you were in game during this conversation I was having with Fox, but I was talking about how in grand finals of Boston Blue Beat, Squish got Red Blade in corner and ran up and veiled off to try and get Vorpal from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried to incorporate that, and it has not worked out as well for me.
I mean, there's if you're paying attention, there's the 2 Twitter clips out there of me doing that to Brandon, much to my own detriment, from netplay. And then there's the meme one that Senna made of me just sitting there for 17 seconds and then VOing. So Frosty asked another question. What are impactful changes to your character that you feel people overlook? Fox, want to start?
God, where to start with Batista?
Oh boy!
But no, but
remember,
it's specifically
remember,
the one.
keyword is overlook.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I was talking to Ghost the other day about things that people find annoying in matchups and the way that affects how they feel the matchup plays out versus what is like really, really impactful. And one of my examples was like I'm actually surprised that B-Ball has not been given so much hate at this point because it is so good. So
I mean, I
good.
can give you hate. Do you want hate?
I mean, like, sure. Give that hate. Like people will complain about 2BBB, yo-yo. They will complain about getting clipped at the very edge of yo-yo when they like tried to walk back and whiff punish, and they'll like eat whatever 600 damage, and they'll like back tech mid screen. And that'll be whatever, but that'll be the thing that sticks out in their mind, and then they'll totally forget about that one time where they got hit by B-Ball and Vat had full resources and she just did like almost 4K from full screen.
Look, man, if you wanted a death stare after you got a B-Ball converted to Infinite Worth, all you had to do was ask.
I'm sure you will, but most people have not. So that would be my thing for Vat is B-Ball is crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. I think the reason you don't hear people complain about it is because there's so many things to talk about.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel like B-Ball is up there, but the way JC works is still probably on the forefront of my mind. That's the move that I always have problems with. So next up, Brandon, what do you think is a impactful change that people don't notice?
some changes. I guess the main change. Let me think. There's a few changes Lin got. I think everyone noticed like the Hien, the Humbreaker Ender is a lot better now. You get Oki mid screen from media dumping. A lot of people noticed that.
Dragon
Like Hien
Fang.
people notice that too. I think the main thing is probably FF. Like
Mm-hmm.
even I don't really notice it.
Yeah.
Like I've never used FF like back in SD. I never really used it as a reversal.
Yeah.
Like I use it more as a reaction tool. Like I react to stuff, roll it, or react to overheads with it. But I've
Yeah.
never ever like woke up FF because I'm like, why would I do a slow ass move and like why not just DP instead, right?
Mm-hmm.
DP is like faster technically, so that I think that's one thing I don't overlook because yeah, like Fox said, like I probably should have used it more during gem loots, but I just like had to process it as a reversal in a clear. I
Yeah.
still have like the ST mindset where like I gotta like time it perfectly, otherwise I die. So I'm like very scared to use it as reversal sometimes.
That
Quick
makes a lot of
question. What is the frame data on A Dragon Fang and B Dragon Fang?
A Dragon Fang, B Dragon Fang.
That's
Wait,
Humbreaker.
is that Fireball or is that Hien?
Your reverse half circle aerial, the slam down. Greed
Humbreaker.
sucker.
Oh, Slam Down.
Helmbreaker.
I think they're both 26 frames startup.
No, minus. How
Minus?
minus are they?
I think A is -3 and B is -6.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but usually like
pretty nice.
at least for Yuzu, it puts that out of all like Yuzu cannot punish it on shield either. Like even I think
Oh
on
man.
shield and like non shield it's too
-3.
far.
It's -3 and -5, and on shield the best I get is a -8, and Yuzo has no button that reaches in 8 frames.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so let's say
If
really.
it's -9, I
good
could reach it
button.
in time. If it was
Yeah.
-9, I could reach it with 6 XP, and
It's
that's assuming I input 6 XP on perfect frame.
Yeah,
But-
it's pretty good, but like was it? It's I think the hurtbox not the greatest. You actually get hit out of it a lot of times,
Hmm.
but
Do
I'm
me
not
a
sure
favor.
how it compares to Bihan. What?
Do me a favor. Get me a Twitter clip of you doing B Dragon Fang into XN on somebody who blocked the Dragon Fang.
What I do?
No, just do it for me.
Okay.
Well, that was great. Ghosted, you want to take this question now?
Yuzu pretty much has like no changes.
She
Your
has
new
cuts,
combo
New
tool.
combo, FFA.
I mean, FFA is an interesting pressure tool that I don't use nearly as much. I should probably look into using it, but at the end of the day, it's just like it's a gap closer that leads into a frame trap where she goes into minus frames and attempts to throw you or take her turn, like in a cheesy fashion. It's just like standard like Yuzu minus frame gimmick, like
Yeah.
frame trapping. It's
So-
like it's the same thing. It's just it looks different. Like it's just packaged differently. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
not,
like Tower 60 or like Ichirin into throw, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
yeah, it's just like it's nothing crazy. I don't even do the FFA routes that much because like I have a high drop percentage with them. I dropped everything to say, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
And Angel?
So, for Hilda, God, there's a lot of stuff, but I think the big one that people overlook. What's the big one that people overlook though?
Mr. Version? Yes, Mr. Version, that one? Or
No, anti-dispersive is pretty obviously something bonkers now. I've had a lot of people complain about it. It's probably the force function changes in my opinion, because now that move is actually a move. Like you can press it.
wait, regular force function?
Yeah, regular force function.
Why
You
does
saw
it-
me use it a bunch in that.
Yeah,
set.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got a full confirm off it at some point, right?
Oh yeah, I mean you usually get a full confirm off of it if you're not like back to
Sleeping.
corner. No,
Ah.
back to corner specifically. Or if they're too high, but there's actually a route that is for too high that I haven't learned. That's really clever, involving C pin while still getting Oki.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What exactly are the changes?
So I mean it combos now. That is the
Oh,
change.
it didn't combo before?
Yeah. Oh, did not. I
Oh.
did not combo out of very specific circumstances or spending meter. You need to just spend like.
So now it's a lot easier. That's what you mean.
Oh,
You get
yeah.
it pretty much all the time.
Well, you actually get it. Period. Like
Oh, okay.
before when you like it would wall bounce, but they were way too far away to get hit by anything. Now they get wall bounce in the
Yeah.
same vein that skewer wall bounces them, so you can follow up with anything. And then FF is actually much better properties in terms of frame data than FFA for crushing things. and it's actually a huge fucking hitbox.
Wait, so do you want FF in that set? We had like it whiffed on me. Did you want that? Set?
I didn't think it would whiff.
Oh, okay.
I was really surprised that it whiffed at Linne at that distance, which just means that I have to be more careful when I use it now.
It wasn't crouchy, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't whiff on crouching necessarily.
I thought it always whiffs on crouching.
No, if you're crouching, it actually
Oh, it's -12. That's what it is.
It's like -12 to 15 if you block it while crouching, because you only have to block the first hit.
Yeah.
Apparently, the first hit doesn't actually reach Lin at that range. I don't really think I've seen that specific interaction before, which is why I got.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
But it's a good button now because you can get damage off of it, and while it's still air blockable, there's so many characters who it was a use. Yes,
Wow.
If it wasn't AUB, if it wasn't air blockable, then it would have been useful in ST. The problem is it was neither you could neither combo nor air block nor AUB with it. So you were in this weird spot, and you can't even cancel into grounded supers because it puts you airborne. So it was this really weird combination of kind of awkward things that they just fixed by making it combo. Yeah, sorry for the essay on that one.
I can't believe I'm saying buff Hilda, but I really want that to be air unblockable.
Stop.
No, you don't.
It really
You
looks
really
like it
don't.
should be.
You really don't want that to be air unblockable because it would be her go-to anti-air by far.
For user, I guess I missed it. Is the 4B change? It's actually pretty big, actually. I don't know if people like.
All right.
Yeah, but everybody knows about that, right?
It's not overlooked. Everybody knows about it.
I think
I noticed.
I think certain matchup play. I think for certain people, it might be overlooked because your character never gets to interact with 4B and in the other way, basically.
Projectile-less characters.
Do you think it's a buff, Ghosted, or do you think it's a nerf?
It's a nerf. Like I think specifically in the Linne matchup, it's actually a big nerf because like.
That's what usually like you can like just if I do
you can't ever like as Linne, you can't ever do like air RPS options like versus like Yuzu and ST because like she would just like you would do like -1 or -1 RPS into up back Kuga or whatever to glow crush or anything any of these attempts you just die like to delay 4B like you literally just lose your Kuga hits into it you get scooped you die but now like the Kuga hit the 4B erases the Kuga and then I invuln through it and I have to like there's more on the Yuzu to like have to manually cancel it and then like confirm it. Basically it's less brain dead.
Yeah.
Like and also like versus like Batista like gems and stuff like it's a huge change because before like Batista would like slap a gem and then you would like 4B and then you would just scoop her and then she dies.
Yeah,
she,
for
like,
sure.
Slaps the gems. Now she slaps the gem. You slap 4B. Nothing happens, except like Yuzu is invuln air quotes. But the moment like it triggers the invuln, if you input anything, like 236B or Bisaki or whatever, if the gem is still on you, you're literally gonna get counter hit because the game is gonna be like, well, you're in startup of something. I'm just gonna counter hit you now, okay?
Oh, wow.
And you're like,
it's like 4B walk forward. Or something.
Gosada, do you remember when we were playing, I did increase 214B as my record in there, and I CS, and the 4B suction, like I blocked it on the other side.
Is that minus?
No, we're zero. We're zero.
Zero. Oh,
We're zero.
That's so weird. I did not know what was happening at that moment.
Dude, I played so bad today. It's so annoying.
Go Suda.
You just dropped a lot. You had our set, and maybe a few more games in Angels if you didn't drop something.
Dude, I shouldn't have played Gundam yesterday. Oh my hand.
I shouldn't have played Mahjong the last 4 days.
Maybe
You're telling
somebody
me.
shouldn't have been up until 5 in the morning trying to get masters on Glambu versus.
I wasn't up that late.
Halbrand.
I was on to 2 a.m. It was only 2:30, 3 o'clock.
So we have 2 questions still in chat. We have what are your overall feelings towards Clear versus ST, and then we also have players currently taking a break or retired that you want to play against again, given the chance. Fox, you can pick which one you want to answer, and then we'll go with that.
Okay, so thoughts on Clear.
or retired players you want to play?
Oh, that's
So,
that's an easy answer.
I
for me.
will. Yeah, I will. I'll say thoughts on clear, because like overall, I do appreciate it. Like I do think there's so much about it that I enjoy. I say this as somebody who, you know, plays the new character, really likes them. But like I'll also use that as like a starting off point of like, yeah, I play the new character and I do
You cut out.
You cut out.
Fox.
Oh no!
Did he
Fox
crash?
is dead.
I think he crashed.
Did his phone die? Maybe his phone died.
He's still on the call. Like,
He's still in a call.
Wow.
Yeah.
it also
Yeah,
looks
but
like
it
he's still
says-
talking.
It says he's talking, but nothing's coming.
Yeah,
out.
that's coming
So
out.
we'll come back to him, Brandon. You want to take the
Yeah.
same question though?
What was the question? It was
Thoughts on Clear versus ST.
Clippers SC.
Yep.
It's really hard to say. I mean, everyone got new tools, but overall, I feel like the matchups pretty much stay the same. I don't think any matchups really changed. I guess some characters got annoying shit like Merkava and stuff and Batista.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to say right now because we haven't really had any offline events at all for Clear yet.
Yeah.
Besides STSB, but that was like months ago. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's really hard to say right now. But the game overall feels pretty much the same, except some characters got new stuff. If I like Clear more than ST, it's hard to say again because I haven't played enough, honestly.
Gosuda. Thoughts?
I think clear is fine. It's just there's like a few changes that I'm like really like questioning on why they even would like buff certain characters.
Well,
Like it's just like why?
you're in
and
luck, because most of the Japanese players are also currently under the impression that this is not the final state of the game. So
Like, it's like I just think there's some glaring balance issues that are just like there is no way that like that made any sense from the previous version. But I'm also in the same boat as Brandon. Like I haven't got to play this game offline, like at a major or locals or you know or like etc. Right? Like I want to travel to majors and I want to like get offline sets with like all these great players who are like great at like different characters. Because currently right now, like one, I'm learning a new character, and then I don't have access to a bunch of matchup.
also,
experience.
yes, we can hear you, Fox.
I don't have access to a bunch of matchup experience, so
Why?
it's kind of annoying. So yeah, like overall, my thoughts are like neutral-ish, but I think like certain changes in Clear are glaringly like why.
Yeah. So Foxup has returned. You wanna quickly take a stab at the question before Kimone silences you again for slandering Clear?
Gosh, I just talked for so long and I didn't realize I was disconnected. This sucks. Okay, so I guess I will TLDNR it. My thesis is we are playing in what feels like an extended beta. Like it's very, very fun, a lot of the stuff that has happened, but it is nowhere near feeling like it's complete. And yes, there were a lot of changes that were like, what? Why? You know, I do hope that rollback is prioritized before anything else. I would prefer netcode to be improved before anything else changes in the game, but I am like seeing this all as like a really good first step. I don't think this is like how I would like the version to stay through the game's life. I would still like for there to be more patches and more tweaks made.
So you wouldn't want to play Clear as it is right now for the duration that ST had its tenure, I'm
Please
assuming.
no.
I think that yeah, if that happened, it would be disappointing. It would feel like a really big missed opportunity. But honestly, missing out on better netcode would be a bigger missed opportunity. So like, I know where my priorities are. You know, like yeah, I maintain that 1.0 VAT was like, I thought a pretty good mix of like some really characteristic strong zoner stuff without as much of the frustration of the cheapies, and I would be okay with that. I would really like 1.0 VAT to make a return. That would be cool.
So for me, it's weird because Kimone answered the question was like I think there was a VOD a long time ago when he streamed and he was like, yeah, Clear is supposed to be the super crazy thing, right? I forget what game in particular he used as an analogy.
It's like super turbo fighters or something.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, it feels like there are like some crazy things that he removed, and then he gave other people things that were just as crazy, but to characters that didn't necessarily really need that power, right? Like Wagner got the combo throw, and then like they cooked Yuzu 4B, right? Right, like that kind of trade off doesn't really seem to match to me, at least. Um, I especially felt the pain because it seems actually like a lot of characters did actually end up with higher damage than ST, and my damage got cooked. So I was really feeling the pain because a lot of different things specifically took where Hilda and made her worse in her what was a kind of crazy aspect. But I like the way it's going with giving characters a lot more of with some of the characters the tools that they were getting. I think that 2AB is interesting. I don't think it's very good in the context of also having a 7-frame B drill, and so on and so forth, stuff like that. Yeah, that's my feelings on the matter. So one last question.
Last
Fox?
question, real quick. It was
there is-
who do you want to play? Who do you want to play that's retired?
Foxa, if you want to take that first. I think this question's kind of hard to answer because it's with people not attending tournaments. Is it really
Yeah,
retirement?
that's like everybody.
Yeah.
That's like everybody.
Yeah, it was retarded.
I mean, his answer
I-
is gonna be the same from before. Because
I mean, I'm just gonna kind of tailor the question to myself. Like, just the people who I really, really want to play once this all blows over. I still want to play Breaker Dave in like a really long set, so we can just like really figure each other out. That would be really cool. I definitely want to do that. And like really badly want to play Red Blade again. I really miss playing Red Blade. So that's it. Those are my
Brandon?
thoughts.
you don't want to play Maiko?
Mike and I played at Evo, and I kind of like, I got at least enough of a taste to be like, okay, like I get it, you know.
Step aside, old man.
No.
Pictures
Like,
now.
and-
Pictures now.
and-
Past
and
30.
Mike and I were both like, the mirror sucks to each other. Probably my biggest regret from Evo was playing all of the Japanese Batista players, and then like, well, I played like Dineko, but that was like the only other Japanese player I played outside of like Bracket, and I really should have just like expanded my horizons, because to be honest, like if the whole game was just the Batista mirror, I probably like you know, it's not really what I want to do all the time. So
Yeah. Brandon?
What, retire? I don't know. Hopefully Infinity comes back. I know he's been on a Grand Blue grind.
Mhm.
Hopefully Jay plays again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who else.
But I'm right here.
I don't think Fendo's coming back. I don't think Fendo's coming back. I miss Fendo. You know, it's fun. But
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
he's coming back.
Gosuda? Oh no, Gosuda.
Good
Go see
fight.
you're breaking up.
What's up?
There
Oh,
you
you're
go.
good. You're good. You're good.
I don't really have particularly anyone in mind that's like retired. All the people that I'm actively chasing as a goal in this game are currently actively playing for the most part, at least 2 of them. So as long as they continue to play, I'll continue to play. That's about it. I don't really have anybody, honestly.
Well, I guess I'll take the question now. I don't have anyone in particular who would be retired that I want to play. I feel like if there are a bunch of people West Coast wise that I wanted to play that I haven't really gotten to play, but I also have been kind of like being really low about my interest in uni right now. So maybe I want to play myself when I was better, because I'm retiring, kind of. No. Oh. But yeah, no, there's a lot of West Coast players that I'd like to play. Breaker Dave especially. I've never played Breaker Dave. Who else? Oh, yeah, it's mainly Breaker Dave. Because he plays 2 very, very different matchups against Hilda. I don't know. There's not really a lot of characters that I haven't played. I'm pretty polarizing about my opinions on matchups. So it's really just Wald that I want to play against more because that's a fun matchup.
Not Frosty.
Evil,
I'm
evil
not
left.
the Linear Mirror. I don't play Yari. Not the
Yeah,
Linear Mirror.
I don't want to play. I would love to play Eagle again, but
Ego?
I don't know. I don't know. Last time I played him, he yelled at me for using Hilda memes. So yeah, we were
Hilda
playing.
memes?
He was like, so we were playing a CEO Taco. I think it was 2018, and we played down and we played a first to 5, and he was cooking me for like the first 3 or 4 games, and then I take like 7 games in a row, and he's just sitting there because I'm doing the dumb. I'm doing like dumb, super dumb dive kicks, and he's getting hit by them, and he just kind of yells at me for doing like the memes, 2-2A whiff kind of stuff, all the memes, and he's like, I mean, it wasn't like he was angry. It was just really funny. Because I mean, I probably am the Hilda with the most Wagner experience by far.
Yep.
So much so that I think the MU is actually very winnable for Hilda. I think it's actually a positive matchup for Hilda, and no one else comes close to thinking that. But I mean, comes with the territory of playing the matchup a lot. But yeah, West Coast players. I think that's all the questions we have time for. If you guys like this exhibition, I'll consider organizing another one, though I probably won't play in it next time.
There is. I feel like we should give a shout out to the exhibition that Red Blade is setting up.
It's in
Sure.
August. Something like that.
Yeah, it's starting in August, and it's also divided per region. Red Blade did say that he was trying to get players that he wasn't overlapping with this exhibition. I was like, why don't you get Fox? And he's like, Fox is already in this one. I was like, oh, okay. Then he grabs me in Venice, and I'm like, I don't want to play Venice in this exhibition.
Why would you
I want to see that. I want to see that.
I want to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. In Twitch chat.
Tired.
It's Twitch chat. Support us in getting Isaac to play Venice.
That sounds
Just
hella
eat-
cursed.
You should have a Venice drive to your house. You guys play offline during the exhibition.
Good lord.
So before we head out, do we want to do parting comments from each of our players? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Foxov, since you're the winner, you get to go first.
Oh, you're hitting me with all this. I'm the least prepared. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm glad that we were able to do this and do it, as our own thing.
On PC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on PC.
You know why PS4?
But yeah, that was the main goal here.
Not playing Yuzu on PS4. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not playing
Just,
on PS4.
It feels really good to know that that I can, hit up a few DMs and we can just have this and it can be our thing for our community. That feels really good. So this was 100% a success to me in that sense, and I had a lot of fun playing Uni. But that was the main thing for me. So mission accomplished.
Brendan.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a very cool thing. Like I having Uni exhibitions. Like I feel like there's a lot of players that they definitely want to play, but there's not really many platforms, right? Besides like the only tournaments happening really are like the West Coast SoCal when somebody fights ones and like LPs every 2 weeks. But like a lot of other players around the regions aren't really getting exposure, like Midwest and like other stuff in Texas. They don't have tournaments on Netflix tournaments, so like hopefully like Red Blaze exhibitions are really a good idea. I think help like keep the scene alive kind of until tournaments start coming back up and stuff. That'd be cool. Yeah, it was fun playing you guys. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be playing some more Grand Blue and Valorant for now until the next.
Ghosted up. Parting thoughts.
I mean, it was fun. It was a success. So like we had like almost like 180, 190 viewers at one point. I think that was really good. That was like pretty awesome.
Shut up, Isaac.
I played like absolute trash.
Ghosted up, come on.
Unfortunately. So maybe on the next one I won't play like how I played today.
Yeah, but it was fun. It's just I wish I played better. Ah,
Um,
It's alright.
yeah. So for me, I'm really glad we got to do this. I'm a little upset with not being able to take a single game against Fox, but you know that's what I get for not practicing as much as Fox does. I want to give you a shout out, Fox, because you played this game a crazy amount and you deserve all the wins that you get.
Yeah,
Thank
your
you.
dedication paid off. Honestly.
at least he gave me
I think
that. He gave
it's
me
paying
one.
you off. I think
helps
it's
me a lot.
continually paying off.
Because
But
every time somebody
to finish my parting thoughts, thank you.
Oh,
I love Unist. I'm not really as excited to play it as much as I used to be. Not just because of net play, but because I am getting tired of tournaments. In terms of playing in them, not in terms of coming to them and hanging out. And I wanna focus on my fighting game, because that's actually one of the long goals of my life that I've had, is to actually release a game, and I want to make a fighting game. And I wanna be. I'm inspired by Unist. But a lot of the mechanics I'm taking and the design choices I'm making are all inspired by this game, and it really, it's a really nice game to be a part of. Yeah.
okay.
You know, Fox and Isaac.
You want to bring it
You
home?
guys- You want to say any words?
I don't have too many parting thoughts. Actually, Fox is just passively listening this entire time, isn't he? He hasn't said a word.
Yeah, I'm listening to everybody. That's what I do. I don't. Talking's hard, bro. Talking's mad hard. I use
He's
all my
MC.
brain power in existing. All right, Isaac, you go first because I'll
alright.
go last.
I would like to give a parting word of thanks to everybody who organized this and for inviting me on here as a commentator, despite my known predisposition for.
Memeing?
Sure. Thank you. This is Massachusetts Hyde, Isaac. Oh, if any, I know I tweeted this out to the Japanese crowd, so I guess I'll give them a. 日本製の方いらっしゃるならご清聴ありがとうございました. Now type that in chat too. Yeah.
What a weeb.
Shut up, weeb.
Brandon, you really aren't the one to talk. I love you to death, but seriously. I think that's it. Fox, you wanna.
Oh yeah.
End the stream.
Yeah. So, thank you, all 5 of you. Well, 6, because Cho's not talking because he did the art for this that I have on the
Thanks,
screen right
Cho.
now.
On
Yeah,
very
it's
late
amazing.
notice, we should add.
Amazing. Yeah, he got it to us in less than a day. Lots of respect
hell yeah.
for that.
Let's go like.
So follow Cho if you need more art stuff done, or if you like his memes. You can follow Angel for all of the. I'll make a tweet with all your ads and stuff, and I'll do that. So yeah, follow Angel for Hilda stuff. Follow Foxa for Laundreki and Batista stuff. Follow Brandon for Valorant, Grand Blue, and Uni stuff. Follow Ghostada for Valorant. I don't know if you're doing Uni stuff, but I know you're playing the hell out of Valorant.
And he does Gundam too, I think. But I
Oh,
don't know if
yeah.
he should-
Yeah.
I'm a mahjong player now too. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah, I'm also mashing Mahjong as well. I'm super bad, but like it's mad fun.
It's a great game. I think it's better than poker. This might be
Oh, it
something
is.
that people take offense to, but it is a much better game for doing a lot of the things that poker has, in my opinion.
But I think that is it. I'm gonna try to do something with Melty Blood in a week or 2. I'll try to announce it hopefully tomorrow if I get it for this upcoming week. But if not this week, then next week. I want to do something like this again for Uni as well, but I want to use a different region. But it sounds like Red's doing that. But at the same time, I kind of want to do it anyway, provided he doesn't use those like certain players I have in mind. So I have to like collaborate with that again.
Well, you can always count on me if you need help organizing, Fox.
Yeah, I'm lazy as hell. What are you talking? I think, yeah, everybody who did all this, I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah, because like all this was like last minute. Like, I think this works. I think this works, and then everyone's just like, yeah, we could do it. I'm like, all right, thank God, no more extra work. All right, but yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for coming and watching today. I'll have the VODs. The VODs will be available as soon as I end the stream, and then I'll try to put them on YouTube within the next week or so. And then I think that'll be it. Thank you everybody, and have a good one. Take care, y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I know.
All right.